This is George Dionne of the Rock is George podcast, and this is a KNAC.com exclusive interview with bassist Dean Back of the Canadian hard rock band Theory of a Deadman. If I knew absolutely nothing about Theory of a Deadman, how would you describe the band's music to me?
We are a straight-ahead rock and roll band with some aggression and some tongue-in-cheek humor, some sing-along choruses, and just a fun band to listen to.
You're getting ready to release your 8th studio album, Dinosaur, on March 17th through Roadrunner Records. Your last couple records was a bit of a departure, but you're embracing your roots more on this album. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think when doing Wake Up Call and Say Nothing, that was sort of us stretching our songwriting muscles, and the biggest hit of our career with RX came out of it. So it was a great time for us. It was new and fresh, and I think we had to get through doing something like that to get to where we are now with Dinosaur. It's kind of this going back to our more aggressive rock and roll, really having flexed that creative muscle with the previous 2 records is it's a great melting pot of an album. So it's going to have a lot of familiar Theory of a Deadman sounds from the earlier material with the tongue-in-cheek and a little bit of the new stuff too.
Your lead track from the album is also the album's title. That's sort of a upbeat kind of anthem that kind of takes a tongue-in-cheek look at where we are in the world today, would you say?
100%. Yeah, it's, these days we're just bombarded with just doom and gloom news every day. The world is coming to an end. It gets tiring, right? You just got to turn it off, shut it off. So with getting all that bad news and everything, like when we wrote that song, Tyler lyrically just wanted to, hey, if this is the end of the world, let's go out having fun.
Another single you have out is Two of Us, Stuck. It's sort of a play on the Bill Withers, Grover Washington Jr., Just the Two of Us song. Very relatable, I'm sure, to people that were locked up for the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's exactly what the song is. It's just, Tyler didn't go through it during the pandemic, but like many people, he's gone through it in the past, the dissolving of a relationship and the pain of that. And I think we all know a few couples that didn't quite make it through the pandemic, and being stuck in your house in quarantine and not being able to see anybody else or get away from each other really took its toll on some people. I myself, I have a wife and family at home, and it was some of the best couple of years of my life getting to reconnect with them. But I think, people can definitely relate to, seeing relationships end over being in such tight quarters with everyone.
Is there any red tape in taking liberties with a song like this? It's sort of a cover, but it's not really a cover.
I think we did have to get permission from the estate, but that was a discussion for the label lawyers, I think. I wasn't too involved in that.
Fair enough. We have another track out called Ambulance. This is sort of about, the younger days where we were invincible and we could just party all night.
Totally. Yeah. It's like one of those songs where, you don't know where the night's going to take you. You're along for the ride. And that's just another fun, energetic, upbeat song.
I read one of the great things about you guys putting together this album is that you all got to be in the same room for the recording of the album, where a lot of acts were just doing stuff like this remotely. Right.
Yeah, it was awesome. Martin Tereffi is the producer that did our last 2 records, and we went with him again on this one. And him and some partners, they actually bought the old studio in Stockholm, Sweden that ABBA recorded a lot of their stuff in. So after purchasing that studio, he was like, guys, you want to come to Sweden? Let's do it in Sweden. And we were like, yeah, that sounds like an adventure. That sounds like something totally we want to do. And it was really just coming out of quarantine and pandemic. So the 4 of us hadn't been really in the same room. We've been emailing ideas back and forth, and we sort of had a pretty good feel for the structure of the songs and whatnot. But we had never played the songs together. So we just got in the room in Sweden, pressed record, and hammered them out. And I think you can really get a great feel for sort of the organicness of the music, and sort of some raw tension and energy just from four guys never playing the songs together and hammering them out.
Am I correct in that a member of ABBA actually stopped by the studio?
Yeah, it was. We got the heads up that Benny, because the original Dancing Queen and many other songs, the piano was still in the studio. So he was doing something for the Queen's Jubilee, I believe, and he wanted to record it on that piano. So we had to carve out a couple hours in our day for Benny to come in and play some piano. So knowing that, we were kind of brainstorming, okay, how do we get Benny to play something on our record? And what is he going to play? But he came in and was not very talkative and just did his business and wasn't really mingly. So we didn't approach him with the idea.
You've had Martin producing your last few albums. What is it about him that you like that he brings to the table?
He gets his hands dirty, right? Like he's the fifth member of the band. When we get in there and we're playing stuff, he's on, a keyboard or a piano or picks up a guitar, and, he just hammers out these ideas, and some of them are good, some of them aren't. And he's just another brain that doesn't quite think the same way we do, which is awesome because, we need some outside influence in that. We get, sometimes we can get stuck in our own style, and we need, another voice, and he was that voice. And that's why we love working with him so much.
Now, are we to refer to you as Theory of a Deadman again, or are we going to do Theory, or are we going to do a combination of both?
It's whatever you feel. I mean, with Theory of a Deadman, yeah, Theory, a lot of people call us Theory. It's never something that we were, so solid on, and this is our name. I know that I think with the last couple of records, they sort of fell under Theory. But, yeah, whatever you want to say, we answer to.
Wish my wife was the same.
Yeah.
You're currently out on the Rock Resurrection U.S. tour, co-headlining with Skillet, and Saint Asonia is supporting you guys. How has the tour been going so far?
Oh, my gosh. It's been incredible. We really didn't know what to expect with this tour. We've been hounding our people for years, trying to get like a good package together where we weren't the headliner per se and responsible for most of the ticket sales. We wanted to team up with another band of our caliber that can draw as many tickets as us. And it's kind of like a 1 + 1 = 3 kind of thing, where just both bands together has created this great buzz. And it's been selling out every night to huge crowds. And then the Saint Asonia guys are incredible too. And with Adam, having the 3 Days Grace songs in his back pocket too, he plays a few of those. It's a whole night of hits. It's like hits from the get-go. There's like so much singing along and crowd participation, and we've had so much fun. The Skillet guys and girls are incredible people. We didn't really know them too much, so we were kind of like hesitant on how is this going to work, or is everyone going to get along? Sometimes you never know what bands are like, and it just instantly meshed. We're similar personalities. We get along incredibly. Our crews get along incredibly. They all help each other out and work together to get this thing going. And it's been an incredible success. We're so happy with it.
This tour is the probably largest tour you've done since after the lockdowns. When you first got back on the road, did you have any ring rust or anything like that?
It's incredible how fast things come back. I think the most change was getting the body used to it again. Jumping around the stage and everything. It's you start getting gig neck, you get sprained necks. You wake up in the morning, body's all sore. But we're like fine-tuned machines now after doing this for I guess we're going almost a year now after the pandemic and touring. But as far as playing, it's almost muscle memory. When you get up there, your body just does it without really thinking. And as soon as you start thinking is when you get into trouble, actually.
Next month marks the 15th anniversary of your Scars and Souvenirs album. Are you guys planning on doing anything special for that?
No. Is that true? 15 years? That can't be right.
We're getting old.
Scars and Souvenirs. Oh, my goodness. I guess it is. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no, we haven't really thought about that. I guess we got to put it, maybe we can come up with a special vinyl or something. That's what we've been enjoying doing now is getting all our stuff on vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl's like really hot right now, and I guarantee your catalog would be great for that.
Yeah. I think that should be a plan. Thanks for putting the bug in my ear. I'm going to get on that. It takes like 6 to 8 months to order vinyl now, so we got to get on it early.
Scars and Souvenirs was a landmark album for the band. What do you remember about putting it together? Were there any pressures or anything to kind of make a hit album, or was it just like recording the ones before it?
I don't know. I think it was kind of status quo at that point. We were in a great groove writing songs. We were working with Howard Benson. It would have been our third record together. So we were really meshing well with him at that point too. Yeah, I think it was just one of those things where all the stars aligned, and it was a magical time.
Well, those are all the questions I have for you today, Dean. The new Theory of a Deadman album, Dinosaur, comes out on March 17th through Roadrunner Records. Fantastic album. I enjoyed every bit of it, and I hope to see you out on the road at some point this year or next year. Right
on, George. Where are you located?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh, we were just up in Boston.
Yeah, I missed you.
Too bad. Next time.